What's up guys, PokeLando here, and today we'll be opening up the new PokeRev Mega Bonus Pack, the Crystal Tier 1 version 8, I think. Of course, this pack has, all the tiers that are normally on here. A little bit different though, I will go over that. And but of course, it does have that new tier, the Crystal Tier. The Crystal Tier includes, potentially, if we pull that, could include a Crystal Guardians pack, EX Ruby Sapphire, or EX Emerald. Yeah, that is crazy. And sadly though, the price has gone up yet again for these PokeRev Mega Bonus Packs. And yeah, I'll go over the tiers, and yeah, let's start ripping. Like I said, here's the new Mega Bonus Pack. It looks pretty good. I like how it looks. Crystal Tier, like I said, 1 in 200, crazy. But if you've opened these up in the past, you know that the green tier usually had Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield, but that is no longer the case. The minimum guarantee now is only Scarlet and Violet era. I understand, Scarlet and Violet era is pretty much over now, and Sword and Shield is pretty expensive, so it does kind of suck to see that Sword and Shield is no longer possible in the green if you do get the worst case scenario. But everything else is pretty much the same. Silver is X and Y and Sun and Moon, and the gold, of course, is WotC. Just all the old packs. And of course, the Crystal Tier is the new one, and of course, the Rainbow is still possible, which would be really cool to pull. I've never pulled that. I did pull the Throwback pack a while back. I don't know if that's in here anymore. But as you can see, all the packs right there. Yeah, that would be crazy if we pull anything. I mean, hopefully we can pull. Back before this, I would always say red or better, but now it's looking like, well, Sword and Shield is still not impossible to get. And it is expensive though, so now it's basically silver or better, because like I said, these are they rose in price yet again. I believe these were $90. Every single time PokeRev does release a mega bonus pack, it has gone up in price a lot recently. I remember opening up the 4.0s or whatever, the Christmas editions, like 2 years ago, and they were $40. So these are $90 now, so it does kind of suck to see the price has gone up a lot. But I guess Pokemon as well has gone up in price a lot recently, so it kind of just makes sense. And I guess the higher odds are better than before. $90 is kind of crazy, but there is also something new and very unique, a new mystery charm. I don't know what that means, so I guess you just get a mystery charm. So that's just an extra bonus. I don't know if you get like a minimum one or like there's a rarity version. I don't know. We'll find out to opening this. But yeah, hopefully we can get, like I said before, the older packs, I would always say red or better, but now it's looking like silver or better. Unless we get Evolving Skydive, of course. But yeah, that kind of sucks, I will say. But of course, the Crystal Tier is the #1, what we want. That is the highest rarity, of course. That would be insane, but I will take anything silver or better. The Rainbow packs would be nice, and I guess we can get that mystery charm. I don't know what that is. I guess just a charm, but yeah, let's start ripping. Hopefully we can get something amazing from... I only bought one. I usually only buy one, just to test our waters. And yeah, because like I said, these are expensive now. They're $90. So let's see. First pack, or only pack, the Mega Bonus Pack. Come on. Oh, we got a silver. Oh, okay, thank goodness. Like I said, silver or better, and we actually got it. I have pulled silvers twice, so this is my third one. So this is, like I said, X and Y is Sun and Moon era. Not too shabby. Okay, I believe I don't remember. Sun and Moon era might have been in the red tier as well. So I think everything has just moved up one. I think so. I think silver used to only be X and Y era. Now, like I said, I'm pretty sure everything has moved up one. So that does kind of suck, I will say. But like I said, through time, that just makes sense. And I don't think there's a throwback pack edition in here. Like all the other packs could be old. I don't think so. I think he took that out. But so these should just be Scarlet and Violets. Yeah, Scarlet and Violet, but we did get Prismatic. We'll take that. Okay, so what is this? Just the paper. Nothing crazy. And the sticker, it is stuck on the pack. Oh no. Oh, that's fine. It's fine. There it is. These are pretty cool stickers. I always like these. They're just random stickers. Nothing crazy. And I guess we don't get a charm. I think that is just a random. Like, you're not guaranteed a minimum one. Charms, I guess, are just all rare. But here are the packs. We did get a silver, which is crazy. We'll say that for the end, of course. But we did get Prismatic. So, like I said, Scarlet and Violet is nice. So, it's not that big of a deal for me to see everything has moved up one. But it depends on the packs. So, Prismatic is a nice pull. Paradox Rift is a classic. very underrated. Oh, Obsidian Flames is already a no-go. Surging Sparks is good, and Tempo Force is not too bad. Not too bad of a lineup. We did get Prismatic. I will take that. I was hoping for some maybe Paldean Fates, but that's not bad. The only one I really wish wasn't in here was Obsidian Flames, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. So I guess we'll save that for the end. We'll save that silver for the end. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's start off like this. Let's save Prismatic for the end. Let's go like this. First pack, Obsidian Flames. We could pull that Charizard randomly. I have gotten decent luck here and there opening up these packs just from the loose packs, but of course, it's always just random. I've gotten good luck, I've gotten bad luck from these. I think the last 2 mystery packs that I've opened, the PokeRev, I gotten green. And yeah, so we got pretty lucky right here. And I will say, the last time I opened up a silver, we got very, very unlucky. We got the worst set ever. So it could be again. We could get emerging powers again. That would suck. But Magnezone, beautiful card. Crabominal, Altaria, getting no SAR and getting no hit from Obsidian Flames. That is fine. We want to save the luck for later. Next pack, Paradox Rift. Come on, baby. Give us that Roaring Moon. I do not have that card. I should have bought that card. I think that card's still pretty cheap. I think it's like 40 bucks. Not too bad. I would love to pull that Groudon. That is one of the best cards in Scarlet and Violet. Punkaboo, Future, Screaming Tail, Iron Bundle, Tinkatink. No SAR and no hit at all. Chimpow, regular, hollow. Starting off pretty slow, but like I said, that is okay. We want to save the luck for that silver tier pack. Hopefully it is a good pack. Like I said, silver tier used to only contain X and Y packs, but now it contains Sun and Moon. That does kind of suck, but I will say I do like Sun and Moon a lot, so I would not mind getting a Sun and Moon pack, especially if it's something like Team Up. That would be crazy. I highly doubt that's in there, though. There's no way. But yeah, something like that would be crazy. But Yamper, Cosmic Eclipse would be insane. No hit, and getting a regular EX Iron Crown EX. First hit for the video. Not too shabby. Nothing crazy, though. Like I said, saving the luck for later. Next pack, Surging Sparks. One and done Pikachu would be crazy. That would be insane. We pulled the Latias. We don't need that. I will take it again, though. I'll take any hit. Come on. Rotom by Brava. Klefki, Fuecoco, Sitten, Berry, Azumarill. Really beautiful card right there. Dedenne. No hit. And, dang it. Traffic goes regular. Okay, doing pretty mid. But that's fine. These are the 2 packs we want to save the luck for. One and done Umbreon. I guess I want the Sylveon more. One and done Sylveon would be crazy. Come on. Any SAR though. Like I said, if you've seen the channel, my luck for Prismatic has been pretty bad. Not a single SAR over 115, 120 packs. Like I said, I'm pretty much done with Prismatic. Every time I get a new product of Prismatic, I don't open it. But Professor, Slowking, Janine, Professor... no hits, and oh, beautiful Glaceon regular EX. Like I said, nothing crazy though, but I do like these Glaceon Terra. The Evolution Terra EXs are very nice. Okay, we got that out of the way. Let's move on to the bread and butter, the PokeRev Silver tier. I don't know what could be in here. Sun and Moon and X and Y era. If we do get a Sun and Moon pack, I really hope it would be Cosmic Eclipse. That is one of my favorite sets of Sun and Moon era. If we do get an X and Y, hopefully it's anything other than emerging powers, because like I said, we pulled that before and it was trash. Yeah, come on. Give us something good. Give us something good. That's all I hope for. Cosmic Eclipse, maybe Team Up, but I highly doubt it. But Cosmic Eclipse or something amazing from the XY era. And it is a Sun and Moon pack, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Ultra Prism. Okay. Not too shabby. I thought it was something else. Not too bad. Okay. Sun and Moon pack. Yeah, I knew it was Sun and Moon pack. Yeah, there's no way it was gonna be an X and Y. So that does kind of suck, I will say. But I do like Sun and Moon era more, so that's fine. But like I said, the silver tier used to contain only X and Y packs. So there it is. But not too shabby. Ultra Prism, nothing too crazy here. I will say beautiful pack. Giratina on there. Let's see the date. Not too old, I'm pretty sure. 2018, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 2018. Not too bad. An unknown new dimension. Really nice. Are we gonna open this pack? Of course we are. I'm pretty sure this pack is not too expensive, but the hits in here are crazy. I think this pack is like $25 to $40. I don't know what exactly it is. Ultra Prism. There's some nice Prism cards in here. There's some evolutions, I think. I'm pretty sure. But of course, the #1 card in here is the Lily Full Arts. I believe that card's like $400 to $600. I'm not sure. It's been so long. I mean, Sun and Moon is old. You know, I don't really keep track anymore of this set, this era. But if we pull that Lily's Full Arts, I'm gonna go crazy. Or we'll take any Full Art. We'll take the Dialga, Palkia. We'll take the evolutions. I'm pretty sure it's like, I think it's Glaceon and Leafeon. I don't remember. But of course that I can't even open the pack. Of course that Lily's Flare, or not Lily's Flare, the Lily Full Arts is what we need. I'm scared to look at the code card because I don't want to ruin it. Code cards matter in this era. Okay, we're good. There it is. All right, take that. Okay. Okay, 4 to the front, of course. Going back to the pack trick. Oh, almost took 5, right? Frick, I would do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. 4 to the front. If we pull that Lily, I'm going crazy. But we'll take any hit. Any hit would be nice. But Doug Trio, Ultra Energy, Piplup, Yungoos, Cherubi, beautiful. Piplup. There it is. Snover, Murkrow. Oh, looky. Okay. Is there something here? No. Ah, but look at the Cresselia. Beautiful holo. We'll take that. Cresselia holo. Better than not getting a hit at all, I guess. But Cresselia is very nice. One of my favorite Pokemons, of course. Beautiful holo. Regular holo. Nothing crazy from that. But there it is. Ultra Prism. Nothing crazy. There it is. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Of course, we didn't get the Lily. That would have been crazy. But there is the video. Not the best, of course, in terms of hits. But the silver tier, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. But yeah, there it is. So there is the PokeRev 8.0 Crystal Tier pack. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share. We did get a silver, so that's pretty good. But like I said, sadly, the silver tier got nerfed, I guess, because it's not just X and Y packs. It is X and Y and Sun and Moon. But in my opinion, I do like Sun and Moon more anyways. Ultra Prism is a very good set. That Lily Full Art would have been crazy to pull. Any Full Art from this set would have been nice. But sadly, we only got a regular holo. But there it is. Like I said, $90 for this. I believe it's $90 now. It does suck that the price of these PokeRev packs have gone up every time he's released a new one. And I understand, I get it. Pokemon's expensive now. And these higher tiers have better, packs. Like, they're expensive, so I get it. But it does suck to see that every time he releases a new one, it goes from 40, 45, 50, 65, 75, 85, now 90. Yeah, that kind of stings, I will say. But there it is. Of course, this is a mystery product. You don't need to buy this. It's just, it's whatever. It's gambling to the max, of course. And yeah, on it there. Not too bad though. PokeRev is a reliable, person to buy stuff from if you're gonna buy any mystery products. He's too big to be scummy, right? Of course. But there it is. On it there. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Opening up a Sun and Moon pack was always nice. And yeah, silver tier for the win. We'll take that. And yeah. If there's more of these in the future, of course, I'll probably buy another one, but I don't know. We got lucky already. We don't need to push our luck anymore. But there it is, under there. What's my outro again? Goodbye.